Hello, my name is Paula Findley, and I will be discussing the Reader's Workshop as it pertains to Into Reading for second graders. And the first thing in Reader's Workshop is to build knowledge and language of the students. And in the teacher's guide, this is always in red. So background knowledge is in red. And what we're doing is we're accessing their prior knowledge before we ever start reading any materials in the module. And we have a display and engage knowledge map that we can show the students. And also they have a My Book that they can refer to. And this particular module is called Look Around and Explore, and this is the module's topic, and this is on page 42 in the PLG. And each module has an essential question and a quote, and the essential question for this module is, how does exploring help us to understand the world around us? And then the quote, which the teachers may want to put on the wall, is, isn't it splendid to think of all the things there are to find out about? And that's by L.M. Montgomery. And so we will have the students maybe create a web map of words that they would think about when they think about these topics. Students build their background knowledge, and they look at the module opener in their My Book, which I love the My Book. It's awesome. The teacher drives students' discussion by using prompts from the Teaching Pal, and that's another piece of this program that I really like, because the Teaching Pal has the same stories, but they're a little bit larger, and it also has like sticky notes down the side for the teachers to refer to when they're working with a group of students. And so the students use an active viewing routine and discuss what the Get Curious video. And Into Reading provides a Get Curious video about the module, and it's very exciting. It's made for children. The students will view it and get some more background knowledge before they ever start reading. And so they can identify and record things in their My Book, and this also helps in the section called the Vocabulary Network in their My Book, which they can add to develop their understanding of the module. And then we move to foundational skills. And the foundational skills is always in purple in the lesson plan. And the foundational skills include phonological awareness, phonics, word work, and spelling for grades 1 through 5. And so the second graders would be using the spelling part. In the word work, which is foundational skills, that's the high frequency words that the students will need to know. And then they'll have phonological awareness, where they segment and count the phonemes in a word. And then also they have phonics, which is long O, E, U, and it's the CV, or the consonant vowel, or the CVE, the consonant vowel E pattern. And so the students will be working on that. And then also in spelling, they'll focus on long O and long U with the vowel consonant E pattern. And so all of these things are foundational skills which second graders still need to continue working on. And then if we turn in our PLG to page 44, we have vocabulary. And And the vocabulary is also included in the reading workshop. The reading workshop is always in blue, and we teach whole group. Then we have things for small group and collaborative and independent work, and then a wrap up. But during the reading workshop, we work on vocabulary. And when we use these strategies for vocabulary, we use the power words, which are the words that they may find either in shared reading or their read aloud. And then there are generative words, which include one or more of the week's power words. And it focuses on morphological and semantic exploration of words. So students are learning the meanings of root words and prefixes, suffixes, and those kinds of things. And then they learn vocabulary strategies that they can use as they are reading independently for themselves. And there are vocabulary cards that have pictures, and then it has the vocabulary routine on the back. And the students will get used to that routine, and you will also get used to it as a teacher. And students really like routines, and so that's a good thing. In the reading workshop for second grade, we'd start out with the shared reading mini lesson. And we have anchor charts, and as you can see on page 45, the anchor chart is about author's purpose. And these anchor charts are included in Ed, Your Friend in Learning. So if you decide to print them out for your students so that they can have them in a notebook, that's also a possibility because they're located there as well. And then the students you will share the book, What's the Matter? And it's also in their My Book. And so before they begin reading, the teacher provides the context, providing them with background information. And then also the teacher gives them a purpose for reading. And it says, I will read to learn about matter and look for clues that help me understand the author's purpose for writing the text. And so the students have a purpose and they're engaged with the shared reading. And then the teacher can also refer to her teaching pal, My Teaching Pal, and it has like sticky notes in the sides, which is really helpful. And then last, the students strengthen their speaking and listening skills because they do a think, pair, share with a partner. They think about what they've learned during the shared reading, and then they talk about it, share it with a partner, and discuss it. And then just quickly, as you break into small groups, there are many ways that you can do that. It's usually anywhere from 45 to 60 minutes. The teacher can do guided reading with a small group of students. He can go over the foundational skills with students who need extra support. There's also a English learner support, and there are a variety. There's a beginning, an intermediate, and an advanced high English proficiency level. So within your small groups, you can even level to work with your ELL students. And then the teacher will reinforce the author's purpose. What was the purpose for writing this book? And then students can go to independent and collaborative work. You will have a wonderful classroom library that your students can refer to. They can also go on the computer to iRead, which is great for students to go on to iRead, and you can make assignments. And you can also have iRead read the text aloud to the students if that's something that you decide to do. Students can go to literacy centers, which is also your literacy centers are located in ED, your friend in learning. As I said, the independent reading is your classroom library, and the decodable text, which is wonderful because it focuses on whatever your phonics is for that particular time. For example, this text is the lone cat. So we were working on long O's so the students have that decodable text to refer back to. And then there's additional skills practice. Students complete the know it and show it pages that reinforce the high frequency words, and spelling, the spelling skills, which are focused on the long O and long U words that the students have been working on for spelling. And then it's always important to wrap up and share, and that only takes about 5 minutes. And it's important for the students to have closure and to understand what they've learned that day. And so the wrap up is really important, so let's don't skip over that. But thank you, and I look forward to working with you later.